When an old belief presents itself in the form of a circumstance, I want you to be grateful. This is what we're talking about today. My name is Alison Corey, and on this video, we're going to discuss something that I call the point of power, which really is just when some circumstance comes up, you get to decide, you get to look at it. That's your point of power if you want to accept it or not. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. Hello, welcome. It's going to be a quick video. It's going to be a reminder and just a way of looking at something that maybe you haven't looked at in this way before. Okay, so it's literally something I got notes here, but it's literally something I call the point of power. Okay, and it's when you have a circumstance present itself, you can recognize it as an old belief, something that you thought in the past, or something that you were in your mind aware of that you were thinking. You don't even need to know the origin of it. You can just accept it's an old belief, it's something coming up, something to be looked at, and you can literally be thankful that it's right now in this moment presenting itself to you to be looked at. And if there was no other option, then it wouldn't be presenting itself to you. So you can think of it like that. Like if your being did not want you to decide on another option, you would not have this presented to you, right? So think of it as an option. Think of it as a visual representation of an option for you whenever you're presented with a circumstance you may or may not like. Okay, so sometimes you're gonna like the circumstance, then you can keep it. You can say, yes, okay, I'm accepting this is part of my paradigm, this is part of my reality. If there's a circumstance that comes up and you don't like it, and just simply recognize it as an old belief, old thought. This is a thought I just thought a lot. I thought it a bunch of times. I kept thinking it, and then it appeared in my reality to say, like, okay, is this something you want in your life, or is it something that you're not wanting to perpetuate, right? So either you want to continue it, you look at it, you see it for what it is. It's a circumstance that presented itself for you to decide, do I want to keep continuing this thought pattern and this belief and this creation that's keep coming up for me? Or it could be the first time you see it and you still think the same thing. Do I want to perpetuate this? Do I want to see this again? If the answer is no, then just drop it. Know that you've seen it, you made a choice. This isn't me. This is no longer me. Leave the old man behind, just like Neville said, right? Just ditch the old man. Just realize it's from your old self. It's the old man, and leave it behind, okay? And that's always a choice. And I had a session yesterday with a client, and I did bring it up, and I just work with people knowing what they might need in the moment. Everybody's different, right? So it was something that I knew would help her, like, transform what she was, like, dealing with. And so I said, like, this is the point of power. This is when you decide that you either want something, continuing it, you want to continue it, or you just want to stop it right there in its tracks, okay? So this is your choice. You can always look at something as a choice. And this world is like a visual representation of what's in here. So it's so easy to get lost and feel like it's real, and like get trapped and feel like, oh no, this visual world is like so real and intense, and it can wrap you up in it, right? It can be so emotional that you forget that it's just an image of what's in your brain. It's just something that you've been thinking a lot of, or you just stuck in there for a long period of time, and then you're seeing it in the reality. So it's always a choice. You just need to look at it like that. It's the point of power. It's the point where you take back your power. You can look at something and you realize you have the power. You just put a moment of pause in there and think, okay, I have the choice still. This is my choice. And you can be grateful that you've been presented with a choice, okay? And this is just a really good reminder, and it's a way of looking at it, and putting a term to it might help some of you as well. So I just wanted to say I've been doing this for like 15 years, been studying Neville. I have a background in neuroscience. If anyone needs coaching, please contact me below. It definitely helps to work with someone sometimes if you're stuck, or if you don't really know what beliefs are going on in the background, or if you just need, some guidance. So if you guys want coaching, I definitely recommend doing that. If you want some help, and you don't, it's definitely not like therapy, right? You don't need it forever. You just might need to move through something with someone, it's like getting over a hump of some kind. So, and then also I wanted to say, please leave me questions and comments. And I've literally been doing this for 15 years. So I know a lot of stuff, and I just sometimes need to be prompted. I will literally answer every question you have. And if you have any questions about, if you want video topics are always appreciated. I love that if you guys would post video topics, anything you want me to talk about. Okay. All right. So that was it for today. Just remember, everything is presented to you as an option. This is all your beliefs playing out in this 3D physical reality. Okay. And it's literally just an option. So if you think of it this way, it can literally change your world. It'll change your mind and your world, the way you look at things. Okay. So, I think that was it. Yeah, when you are presented with something, obviously that's your choice to decide, and then you make a decision. And then if you don't want that, the point I didn't mention is just start the new track right then and there. Just as soon as you notice, okay, this is being presented to me, as soon as you can snap out of the getting caught up in the reality, right? You snap out of it and you're like, okay, this is being presented for a reason. I need to choose right now. This is my opportunity to make this choice for myself. Do I want to continue doing this? Do I want to continue seeing this in my life, or do I want to stop this right now? So like I said, Neville, leave the man behind, leave the old man, choose the new man, choose who you're becoming, choose the person you want to be in that moment, and reset yourself. And my client literally had to look at her circumstances and say, okay, this is no longer me. I don't want this anymore. This is not my life anymore. And she thought, obviously we get tricked that it's coming from out there, right? She was thinking, oh, this is coming from out there. This person's doing this. No, this is coming from in here. It's your opportunity to choose a different you, a different new you. Go for the new you, not the old you. So she was able to work through that and literally put in place a new paradigm. So she looked at what happened. She said, okay, that's not me anymore. This is what I get. Everybody always wants me. I get people always clamoring to see me. Everybody always wants a piece of me. I'm so, attractive to everybody that I like. Everybody that I want in my life wants me in their life. It was sort of, we changed the story together, and it was a transformation for her, and she's literally on this new track like she's never been before. So it's very helpful for her to just notice this amazing point of power in her life, where she was going to either be the old man or she was going to be the new man, and she chose the new man. And I was really proud of her for really delving into that and becoming in that moment a new person. So it was great for both of us to see. So it's good for her, good for me, and good for me to share too, because it's just amazing if you can look at it this way, and it hopefully helps so much. Okay, so anyway, please let me know if you have anything you want to have discussed, or a topic that you want me to expand upon. I know so much. I've been doing NLP for a long time. I've been studying Neville for almost 15 years, and also have a background in neuroscience as well. So I just have so much information and don't even know where to start sometimes. So just please leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll answer every question too. I'm definitely, this is my life. I love this stuff, and I'll answer all your questions, and then I'll make videos on what you guys want to know. Okay, if you want me to explain things deeper or anything like that. Okay, all right. So relax, rejoice, and know that it's done. See you next time.